Welcome to Free
Thank
Talk
you.
with Mr. B.
Yeah.
I realize
Thank you. Good.
Oh, hey, sorry. I realize you've been having a typical Nigeria day.
Exactly.
Good, good, good. We know how that works, and it's quite normal for us. So we definitely want to welcome you on the program, and feel free to talk to us. Tell us about you, about who you are, and everything you'd like to share.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having me even on your show, and I feel so good about that. And thank you so much for this opportunity to speak and to talk about what I do for Beatrice Yesufu of the highly esteemed Christian Widows and Widowers Empowered Initiative Nigeria. I became a widow 10 years ago at the age of 34. I was, left with 3 children when my husband went to rest. I'm a graduate. I studied mathematics from Lagos State University. I'm a pastor in RCCG. I equally manage my late husband business I left behind. That's Mayor Properties. I consult for schools in Lagos, where I reach out to school owners on how to get students to their schools. So that's what I do for living. But my passion is for the widow community in Africa. And by the grace of God, we are doing it with every strength in us. And we are reaching to thousands of widows in Africa, especially in Nigeria, through all our platforms.
Now online, I see a lot of things about you. Can you tell us, like if someone wants to look you up, what name they will look under and what platforms?
Thank you so much. The name of the organization that I represent is a Christian Widows and Widowers Empowered Initiative Nigeria. Is a platform that sees to the total well-being of widow community in Africa. I'm healed gradually, and I encourage other widows and widowers on the journey of a widowhood to become healed mentally, emotionally, physically, socially, and spiritually. These are the 5 core total well-being for any woman. That if these 5 areas of our lives is in tune, is good, and is in a total, it is right together, we'll be able to live our life in an appropriate way. So my organization, our objective is based on these 5 major total human well-being. And each month, we try as much as possible to bring up a program that will help the widow community to be healed in their mental health or in their social life, in their general health, and in their spiritual life, even economically. So we have series of programs every month. Some are done annually, and some are also done maybe quarterly, especially our empowerment and our mental health.
Yeah. Now I look you up online as Beatrice, as everyone knows you by those names.
Yes. That's my official name, Beatrice Yesufu.
On Facebook and on Instagram?
Yes. Beatrice Yesufu.
And the last name, how is it pronounced?
Yesufu.
Yesufu. Okay,
yes.
Yesufu. I learned how to spell it based on yes, like an aspect of it says yes, and I like that. So Ufu is another part of it, Yesufu. So it's very, start to become easier to remember. Now, I was in Lagos sometime. I lived and worked there for about 5 years.
Wow.
And so I have a lot of relations and friends and people there still. And I incidentally was down on Addo Road off of the Aja roundabout.
Okay, I just said that's lucky.
Yeah. And so I was washing my car one day and I sat next door waiting for it to get finished. And I met a group of people who were having a meeting, and they were a group of widows.
Oh my goodness.
So I know I'm capturing some of those thoughts in the book right now, how incidentally we can write or meet with the right people. But I had an opportunity to speak to them and let them know that I myself am a product of a single mom. And I explained to them about ways people become widows. How would you say different ways people become widows?
Thank you so much. People become widows in many ways, but the one that is paramount and we are all known about is the loss of a spouse. When a spouse is no more due to death, the second or the other spouse become a widow or a widower. And is the kind, people are looking at it as a stigma. And that is what we are preaching or we are speaking against, that widowhood is not a stigma. It is an event. It happens. It's only a change of status. So it shouldn't be as if she is a widow, don't go near her. She is a widow, don't talk to her. She is a widow, she killed her husband. She is a widow, she does not know how to take care of her man. That is why the man died. No, it shouldn't be, it's not contagious.
Right?
It is not, yes, it is not contagious. It's not because I'm a widow, if you become my friend, you become a widow. You know, some people look at it like that, especially in Africa. They don't want to associate with widows. Right. And that's what many widows head bow. We don't want our head to be bowed. That's why you can look at United Nations team for this year, invisible woman, invisible problem. We want to say, we want to be visible. We want people to see us. We are not ready to hide again. Let people know that I am a widow. I lost my husband some years ago, and I'm living my life. I'm taking care of my children. I'm in sound health. It shouldn't be that because you are a widow, your head should be bowed. Let your head be lifted. You are a woman like any other person. Another way that somebody can become a widow, some categorize themselves as a widow, even though their husband is still alive. Possibly due to, yes, possibly separation. It's okay, I'm a single mom. The husband is living separately, but it's not responsible for the upbringing of the children that the two of them had before the separation.
No, so they're still responsible, right? They're still supposed to be responsible, but they're just not taking on that responsibility like they're supposed to.
Yes, they are not taking the responsibility. I have some in my group, the close group we have, they will say that my husband, to me, you're not a widow because your husband is still alive. Things can still be amended. You can still come together with time. Okay. If you are able to resolve issue on ground. Another way that some women is still alive.
Well, I bring it up because I know I'm a product of a single mom, which kind of gets into that category of like if it was a widow, the feeling is the same. But I wanted to always highlight the idea that there's a lot of side effects and the same attributes you gave a widow that want to have to be seen, to be heard, to have a quality of life for their children to become successful is the same issues with single moms. So I'm lumping them together and asking these questions because I'm a product of a single mom and I made sure I didn't suffer from my circumstance. And I'm encouraging others to talk about it too from a widower's and a widower's children, and from single moms and single moms' children to not be stigmatized, whether in the Americas or the Africas. So we need to keep highlighting both.
Exactly. Yeah, because you know the pain of a single mom, I would like to say is more than the pain of a widow. A widow know already that the husband is dead, is no more. So therefore, she will take all the responsibility to take care of the children. A single mom, the pain, will I say, is it may be deeper because you know someone that's supposed to be responsible to help and to bring up the children is alive, maybe in the hand of another woman, or is just on his own and is not doing anything. It could be so painful. In that matter, such woman will also want to do everything possible to bring up the children in such a way that when the man sees them in the later age or in the future, it will be, some of them will be that, oh, had I know, I would have taken care of her, or I would have taken care of him. You understand me? So it's when you look at children upbringing, the strive, the strength, the push to make sure that the children are successful, it may be way the same thing. But mentally, when you look at the two sides now, the woman that the husband is dead, you already know that there's no man anymore. The pain of having a man and he's not there or is dead, it will be there. The woman that the husband is alive in the hand of another woman or on his own, and they are not talking together again, the pain is severe. It's like a double punishment.
Right.
Because it's like the man is alive as if he's not alive. Maybe let him cuckoo go down to the 6 feet. Would have been better. Would have said, okay, yes, I know that there is no husband again. That is how some of the people that I've spoken with, they feel about it. That if you want to die, let him die. Not that I will know that I can even go and remarry, or I can even go and start all over my life again. That is their words. Anyway,
Right.
So mentally, it drains for single mom because some of them look at it, they don't get somebody to marry them again because they look at them that the man that was their husband before is still alive, but they are not together again. Some of the children also, the stigma is maybe the woman, okay, maybe mommy could not manage daddy very well, or they could not agree together, can also affect the children, but it depends on the upbringing and what we are able to feed the children about our relationships.
Right. But all the same, stigmatism is real, and stigmatism can hold us back from being successful if we are impacted by stigmatism. And
Exactly.
I know the stigmatism is very different in the African countries than they are in the Americas, but it still exists.
Yes, it still exists.
Now,
Sure.
does your program bring more awareness about how it impacts the children and stigmatism, or is it just a focus on building up the widower or the single mom?
My program deals with widowers, and their children.
And their children, okay.
Yes.
Right. And I know, I'm not sure if you were in Dubai also at one of the programs we were at the same time, but I know you were in association with the Diana from Kenya and another lady from, or other widows from other countries as you continue to collaborate. What have you guys been focusing on as a collaboration? I'm very interested.
On collaboration, yes, we are collaborating with many organizations. If you look at the program we are starting today by 5 p.m., I have like 8 organizations collaborating with me to do that program for the widows. 1 week lineup program every day, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. We'll be coming on training the widows. We want to look at ourselves as women, that what other women are doing, widows should do it. That shouldn't be like, I'm a widow, that is why I could not do it. No, you are a woman.
Right.
Look at yourself as a woman. Network. Today we are looking at the important networking in business. So Don't say because they are women, they have husband, that's why they are successful in their business. That's why they are moving around and they are, getting in touch with other people. No, it should be that, yes, I'm a widow. I want to network. I want to mix with other women to be successful in my business. So now on collaboration, like today now, the United Nations in Nigeria, they sign agreements with me for collaboration for this program. By tomorrow or next tomorrow, the flyer should be on our page. We are going to run a program on Thursday with United Nations Information Center in Nigeria for that program. And the director will be speaking even on our platform with other, we have a mental health, she'll be speaking also with a medical doctor from Nigeria. She'll be speaking on that platform also. And another woman, a man also from Nigeria, anyway, that he also will be speaking on that program. So we have 4 personnel that will be speaking with them, even from United Nations point of view. That is the DSD agenda. The theme for this year, invisible women, invisible problem. We want to look at the problems that's paramount in the widow community and how we can solve it, and how we can encourage widows to even speak out, to come up from all their hiding places. If you are not visible, there's no way you can be helped. Right. But if you make your problem visible to the world, that is when you can get help from people that are ready to be of help to you. So our hands are open collaborations.
And it's why I have this program too, because I want normal, everyday widows, single moms, and everyone voices heard. So I keep, that's my form of giving back in order to promote voices so they can be heard. So I'm so glad that you're on. You're also involved in the book Resilience.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
That book was that book was written by, I think we have 12 in number that wrote that book, and Latara All was the project supervisor of that book. She brought all of us together and we all wrote our stories. The story I wrote on that book is the later part of the life of my husband to the time of a burial, what transpired between that period, and how I'm able to bring out a purpose from my pain. And I'm pursuing that purpose now with every strength in me to reach out to widow community, even all over the world.
Very nice, very nice. And how do people globally find that book? Is it more on Amazon or something, or how will they find it to purchase or participate?
Yeah, it's on Amazon, and we have hard copies of it also. I think my home will be on way to Nigeria very soon, and I'm also hoping, we are planning to launch it also in Nigeria so that we can make it available in some of the bookshops so that widows can lay their hands on it to read. And I'm sure it will benefit them, it will inspire them, and it will help them to live their life.
Definitely good. Because even myself, I'm putting together a book called The Art of Giving Back. And the whole idea was to let people know that it's not so complicated. You don't have to be a millionaire or billionaire to give something back. And so just use some of my life story, just like you portrayed some of your life story in your writing. So I appreciate that. And you went to school in Nigeria at some of the institutions there, yes?
You said, pardon?
You went to school right there in Nigeria at those?
Yes. Yes.
Also internationally or just Nigeria?
Internationally, I have certificates with the Master Chartered the Limit Master School, United States of America. I did a program with them last year, and that is the program on leadership. So nice. with them.
So you're setting
That
such good
is
examples.
Yeah, the school is a program for leaders, and the curriculum enables me, before I went for that program, I've been doing a lot in my community, in my organization. But after I went for that master class last year, I see a new perspective at which I can organize my things in such a way that both it will also meet up with the needs of people that are even married also.
Right.
So that school enabled me to see the scope of my vision was broadened, and I'm able to bring more other activities out of what I'm doing to reach out to many people. I really appreciate Dr. Lisa Winker, the organizer of that initiative. Is a very good one, is a very good institute, and is helping a lot of leaders even to be able to actualize their dream and have a broader vision of what God has given them to do.
Which is wonderful, because you're also setting an example that there is, it's never too late to learn new things. And even as a widow, that you can improve and enhance yourself to move forward in your leadership skills, in your book writing. We should not use our status as an excuse. So even the widows and or the children of widows should not be stigmatized and go and do whatever comes to their minds. And I like that. It's your behaviors are a wonderful way of giving back to the community by example. So I look forward to that. The school, what state was it? What state was it?
The school,
the ones before in your university back home I'm saying back home, there in Nigeria. What?
In Lagos. That's Lagos State University.
It was Lagos State? Okay.
Yes, Lagos
so
State University.
The scenario, before you come off the air, I want to get you to tell me, what would you give back to your school? Let's say they invited you to speak to them. They are not necessarily widows, but they all want to get the view of your life path and what you have done to change the world and so on. So as you're speaking to them, I wonder, as a form of giving back, what will you tell them before you close? What would you want to tell them?
If I would be opportunity to go to Lagos University to speak to the students, I would want to tell them that there is nothing they cannot achieve if they believe in the deposit of the power of God in them. No one should limit itself. No one should feel as if I cannot do. The spirit of I can't should be out of our mind as human beings. Whether you are children of a widow, whether you have father and mother, whether your parents can care for you, that every deposit, every seed you need to become amazing person God has created you to be is in you. If you key into it and believe in it, you will achieve and you will fulfill purpose on earth.
Amen. Amen to that. And that's what this is. That in itself is a form of giving back. So I always encourage people, based on this scenario, to tell me what they will. So as a giving back platform, that is something wonderful you can give back to any audience, and especially if they invite you to talk to their students. And as we added earlier, I think everyone should know that stigmatism is the most ridiculous thought. No one should be stigmatized by their status, and no one's status should stop them from becoming. So in adding full value to our conversation, I definitely wouldn't mind if you just tell me that again, about the things that no one should be held back from.
Thank you. No one should be held back from being what you want to be. If I feel like nobody should, no, my voice should be heard. Nobody should tell me, don't say this, don't say that. We have free speech. We have a right for free to speak out. We have right as human beings to tell our story the way it is without feeling as if I do this, if I say this, what will they say? We have to be intentional in whatsoever we are doing as human beings, because the ability to come up with what you yourself you feel like doing, as far as you are not sinning against God, and you are not using your intention is not evil. I see the higher chance of achieving greater things when you are intentional in doing your.
Yes, yes. And I agree with that. Your intentions must be pure, and it shouldn't be stopped from saying and doing anything to enhance yourself and your families. I know you have a lot of subjects that we probably won't even be able to get into, but I wanted to know if you would come back on with our conversation at a future date to discuss more things that are passionate to you, even including sharing the thought of stigmatism or an effort to get rid of stigmatism in the country. Would you?
Yes, no problem. It's a good one.
Thank you so much, because I look forward to many of my guests. I always ask them if they would come back on. I get a resounding yes. And so, yes, when we come back on, we'll be able to talk about some of those subjects that are passionate to you. I'm also more curious about ways that you promote your book and the book so everyone could know. And also in Nigeria, that I know I will make an opportunity to visit again, because I have my friends and who I call family and our farm over there in the Epe, Lagos area. I don't always say it right, but I know where it is. So we really look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful, and I'm honored to be in your show. God bless you.
It's a pleasure, and we will see each other at minimum in some part of the world when we join up, or when I visit Kenya with Miss Kamanda or yourself in Nigeria itself. Okay, so I look forward to that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I was chatting also during the weekend. I think you will have, if not for our program, many programs, she's supposed to also speak on my program this week. But we are trying to see how we can find her to speak at another time. Anyway,
thank you. I recently had an interview with her, and we have a regular communication. And so my goal is to meet more and more widows, even meet some of the orphans and other people in your circle, so we can get them to come on the program and speak also about their viewpoints and how to perpetuate the thought that widows are people too.
Oh my God.
So thank you so much for being on, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you. I'm grateful. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.